A, accessibility, we asked students what an accessible classroom looks like to them.
Everybody has the same resources and opportunities and for what works best for them.
One of the biggest things is just professors willing to being able to communicate with their students.
An accessible classroom would include closed captioning, both live and then live closed captioning like for in-person classes, and then any classes or material that's posted online would also have closed captioning that you can toggle on or off.
A classroom that has open communication with professors and is inclusive to like all different groups of people.
Just a classroom that tells you exactly what they expect from you, when they expect it from you, from the very first day.
A space where everyone feels comfortable, a space where everyone can enter the classroom with ease and experience the lecture without any complications. They're able to advocate for themselves without difficulty and just have an effective learning experience.
When a teacher encourages questions and encourages communications with other students and the teacher.
Looks like a class that lays out resources from the get-go and that talks about it frequently.
One where all the policies are given out on the first day on the syllabus, and you can actually email the professors instead of like a third-party communication, and there's proper dress accommodations that are given out there and put out there.
I think that having every student have the opportunity to have access to all the materials in the form that they need it.
Teacher is more transparent about like when they need a breather, and that it's okay when students need a breather. I think that that can help to make it more openly accessible.
It should be a place where everyone should feel included, safe, and able to do anything everyone else can.
One that just understands that everybody comes from different grounds, so accessibility on that sense of ADA compliance. I would say the understanding that some people are at different levels, so just anything encompassing that provides support for all levels.
For Pillar B, communication, we asked students what their preference was when it came to communicating with their professors.
Face-to-face conversation, I think that helps build a rapport with your teacher, and they understand you and they can put a face to a name.
I feel like email is a steady form of communication, and also going to their office hours.
I'd like to use email. It's really convenient and it's something that I can quickly access.
Zoom meetings.
Going to see them in person.
I like going to their in-person office hours or emailing them when I need to.
I prefer in person. It just is easier to smooth things out, and it takes like a lot less time. Once you start the conversation, it flows naturally. You don't have to ping back and forth with email.
Pillar C, we asked, how can we combat stigmas surrounding mental health?
By talking about it. I feel like if everyone shares their own mental health journey, it really helps others sort of open up and just realize that it's not something that should be stigmatized.
You can do that first by understanding someone on a personal level. If you're able to understand someone on a personal level, you can understand the stigmas that surround them, get to better know someone who deals with such issues, and kind of work around it so that you can actually help them.
Educate people more in classrooms about the truths and the non-truths about the stigmas.
We can combat stigma by openly talking about it. Mental health is something that you shouldn't be keeping to yourself.
Address it in the syllabus right away and talk about it in class.
Taking action and like participating in events that show that like mental health is a thing is the best thing to like combat the stigma.
Making sure that we are educated about the roles that mental health plays, and as well as resources that are available.
Just making sure mental health is talked about not in always negative attributes, but as something everybody should be considering. That way when somebody is struggling with their mental health, it is more like widely accepted and like it has already been spoken about just as in a more inclusive setting.
Educating people about the mental health, and also like promoting the mental health in the public, to let people know that what is a mental health and how we should face this.
Understanding that everyone has different backgrounds, different experiences, and just learning to humanize people, get on their level, and kind of just understand them from where they're coming from, and being less judgmental of other people.
Pillar D, diversity, equity, and inclusion, we asked University of Illinois students to identify themselves using any 3 words of their choice.
I'm pretty creative. I love to bake, and Yeah, I feel like my food science degree is a big part of my personality.
I think I'd define myself more academically and say my extracurriculars. So like I'd say that I'm the president of Polish Club and like describe some of my experiences that I've done on campus, like this team.
Organized, creative, and active.
A student, a woman, and a hard worker.
Adaptive, ambitious, and dedicated.
Active, carefree, and relaxed.
I would say student, female, and Pakistani American.
Student, woman, and then daughter.
Open-minded, a strong communicator, and a unique problem solver.
Organized, loving, and affirming.
Daughter, imaginative, and thought-provoking. Dog sister, chef, and creative.
Leader, friend, and then communicator.
Woman, and so the college students and introverted.
Student, daughter, and friend.